و برنامه The Wana Show. امیدوار هستم که همگی جور و صحتمند باشم. اول تشکر از همه بینندای عزیز ما که برنامه ما رو تماشا میکنن. تشکر از حمایتتان، تشکر از ایمیلای خوش صحبت و پر محبتتان. اگر شما میمان برنامه میخواین باشین میتونین برای ما ایمیل کنین با ایمیل آدرس ما که با پرده تلویزیون است aatv1000@gmail.com یا از طریق پیج اینستاگرام ما و حتما یادداشت کنین که سابسکرایب کنین با چینل یوتیوب ما. خود دوستای عزیز، میمان برنامه امروز ما یک شخص واقعا با استعداد، یک میکاپ آرتیست فکر میکنم که یک استعداد بسیار مهم است، مخصوصا به دنیای هنر. و امروز میبینیم که مثلا این میکاپ آرتیست کی است و یک میکاپ آرتیست واقعا بسیار مشهور است، به هالیوود کار میکنه و یک دوست عزیز ما همچنان همکار برنامه ما. حالا بریم با هم ببینیم که میمان برنامه امروز ما کی است. How are we going to start out?
Okay, so the first thing I always start with is prepping the skin, which is very, very important before the whole makeup process. You want to make sure everything is very smooth. So I've already went and applied a little bit of shadow to the brows, giving it a very natural look. There's different ways to pencil in the brows. You can pencil it, you can use a gel, and you can use a powder. I just prefer a natural powder because it just gives a very natural look, not too heavy on the eyes. So we went ahead and just penciled that in. So primer is actually the first step of the makeup process. And what this does is it helps to keep the makeup on longer. It helps to make the skin very smooth and fill in any type of fine lines, any type of pores, so just make it a very flawless application for the makeup. So
I think this show, این برنامه ما بسیار مهم است برای هنرمندا و هر کس که برای استیج است، چون یگان تایتل میکاپ آرتیست داره مگر it doesn't do justice for you. Like, you know, makeup artist باید یک makeup artist باشه که کار خدا بفهمه. یگان تا makeup artist دارن مگر وقتی که به پرده تلویزیون یا با پشت کامera میان بهتر است که مثلا اونا هیچ میکاپ نزنن. So متوجه کارایش باشین، بسیار مهم است متوجه ای باشین که کدام پروداکت‌ها رو آدم برای خود استفاده کنه، مخصوصا با جلد آدم. یگان تا میبینین که آی شادوی آبی میزنن و لپسرین سرخ. So we'll get more information about that. When to wear red lipstick, when to wear pink lipstick, and when to wear blue eyeshadow.
Definitely, very, very important to pay attention to that. So we're going to go ahead and start with the base foundation. You want to make sure, you know, it's the one that is meant for your skin type. The best way to do that is honestly by just shopping around and, you know, trying it and seeing what really does work for you. There's dry skin, there's oily skin. You want to find the one that's going to give a flawless finish and essentially be long wear. And of course, if you're in front of like TV and camera, you want to make sure that it just photographs nicely as well. Just an impeccable finish.
What is this that you're using?
Right now, I'm actually using a foundation. So I like to contour with foundation first. And we're going to do this with the concealer and foundation.
Foundation is و کنسیلر اگر بخار دارین دارک سپاتس داغ بخار چیز داشته باشین این مهمترین چیز است که آدم بزنه برای خود.
I'm specifically using Clinique here. There's many different formulas. I'm actually a MAC girl. I began working with makeup with MAC products. Everyone's skin is different. Clinique is the best finish I found. It gives like a nice natural glow to the skin and is very soft and gentle on the skin as well. So if you have acne prone skin, very sensitive skin, dry skin, this is definitely a great one to use.
برای کسی که مثلا یک شکل طبیعی میخواین if they want like a natural look what is the best foundation to use?
For more natural looks, let's say you have like great skin or you just don't want to wear too much on the skin, there's different foundations you can kind of switch up. You can use a little bit of concealer and only put it in the areas that you need, or you can use a tinted moisturizer. That's a great choice as well. It just gives like a very, very light coverage.
و همچنان اگر مثلا آدم شب یک پارتی عروسی میره what's the best foundation to use?
You want to just kind of go up a notch and do something that's a little bit more full coverage, anywhere from like MAC. This Clinique one that I'm actually using is great, only because it's buildable. A lot of foundations are buildable, meaning it starts from anywhere between light and medium, and then the more you kind of apply, and definitely technique makes a difference too, and you can see I'm actually stippling the brush here, and the more you kind of stipple the brush here, the more coverage you get. So you could be using less foundation, honestly, a little goes a long way. And just by stippling it, you can actually build the coverage. So you can essentially use the same foundation and do a very light coverage to, you know, building it and making it more to a heavy full coverage.
من این امیال زیاد سر جلد خود کار میکنم چون یک چند سال پیش من بخار روی چیزا میکشیدم. So right now I'm kind of working on getting rid of all the scars and so forth as you know. But what is the most important thing when applying your foundation? وقتی که آدم فاندیشن روی مثلا برای خود میزنه مهمترین چیز چی است؟
Honestly, what we first started with, which was priming the skin. Just like when you go get your nails done, they put a base coat first. They put the actual nail polish.
Base is important.
Base is very important. And then you want to have a top coat as well, which will be the powder at the end, which helps to polish the look and make it more long wear. So essentially, beginning and prepping the skin before helps to make it more flawless and helps it to last longer as well.
چطور شروع کردین با میکاپ؟ چطور علاقه گرفتین؟ What inspired you?
Honestly, when I was in school, I was going to college and I wanted a part-time job. And just going to the mall, I always saw the MAC girls. And I just knew, you know, one day I want to be one of those girls. Yeah, I just, you know, and I found out when, you know, the lady who hires everyone was going to be in the DC area. And I literally dressed up, did my makeup. I walked in and I was like, hey, I want to work here. So the lady was basically like, oh yeah, okay, sell me this brush. So I sold her the brush, I showed her a little bit of my makeup skills, and the rest was history.
Oh wow. Who's your favorite makeup artist growing up? Who did you follow on Instagram?
On Instagram, there is a lot of makeup artists. Majority of the makeup artists that I like to follow, just my personal preference, I like a more natural style, like a J-Lo kind of glow.
J-Lo, that's my girl.
I love that type of finish. And basically, even in Hollywood, coming to Hollywood, everything is very natural, glowy, you know, not a chiseled out face too much, not, you know, too much shadow going on. Essentially, you want to pick either if you want the eyes to be a lot or the lips. So like a very good combo. And those are the type of makeup artists that I follow. So the very like natural kind of look is kind of style that I adapted from all these specific makeup artists that, you know, were my style.
When you have a client and you're about to do their makeup, what's the first thing you kind of look at to kind of get an idea of what type of makeup you want to do on them?
Right. So before my actual professionalism and what I think that their face needs, I actually need to, you know, ask the client some questions and see what their comfort level is. A lot of times people don't wear makeup. They're not used to wearing makeup every single day and they're coming to you for a special event. So it's really important that yes, you do their makeup and you make them look great, but they have to feel comfortable in the makeup too. So before I even start the makeup process, I really actually do like a questionnaire and I ask them, you know, what products that they're using. And, you know, just so when they look in the mirror, they have somewhat of a similar finish that they usually see. So let's say, for example, if someone wears very natural makeup and I do like very heavy, once they turn around and take a look in the mirror, they're not going to feel like themselves. And the very important thing about makeup is not completely masking you and making you look completely different from yourself. Exactly. You just want to look like an enhanced version of yourself. And it's very important to, ask the client and see what they use, what they're looking for, see some inspiration photos, and then you kind of go from there.
اوکی ما میخوایم درباره کانسیلر گپ بزنم چون ما عاشق کانسیلر هستم و ما مردم که به پشوری پرده تلویزیون هستیم و پشوری کامرا هستیم کانسیلر بسیار یک چیز مهم است چون فکر میکنم مخصوصا زیر چشمای آدم که مثلا تاریک باشه یا آدم داغ داشته باشه or dark spots on your skin concealer بسیار یک چیز مهم است. Could you tell us what concealer is and what it does, benefits to the skin?
Of course. So concealer is actually just an extra coverage. Once you start with the base, you do, the primer, you do the foundation, and any areas where you specifically feel like it needs to be covered, you go in with the concealer. And now there's a new technique called contouring, which is what I'm doing right now, where specific areas of the face are highlighted. A lot of times it's going to be, this forehead area, a little bit over the nose, a little bit here in the chin area, and under the eyes. And what this is doing is actually drawing up specific features into the face, giving you a higher cheekbone. Once we get into the darker parts of the contour, we'll see where the shadows will go to make the face more defined. Let's say, for example, you want it to be more contoured cheek area, you want to get rid of and make this area more chiseled, you can do that as well. And even noses, we can make noses very small as well. So this is all the great things about the contouring process that we use the concealer for.
دوستای عزیز بینندگان ما که مثلا نقاب پول ندارن یا آرایش ندارن مهمترین 5 چیزی که داشته باشین است
You want to use primer for prepping the skin,
primer که جلد آماده بسازیم
foundation,
foundation که واقعا بسیار چیز مهم است اگر if you have dark spots لکه دارین در رویتان همه چیز پت میکنه.
then you want to do a little bit of blush,
سرخی که بسیار مهم است. One of the most important things for me.
mascara,
ریمال چشم.
and then in the palette that has multiple colors in it.
لپسرین که مثلا اینطور یک چیزی میتونیم بگیریم که رنگ‌های مختلف داره. So how do you know if someone's skin is dry or oily? اگر جلد یک کس روغنی است یا خشک چطوری رو میفهمیم؟
Right. So I generally like to ask the client, if their makeup lasts or how it, during the day, how it feels for them, what area specifically in their face. Let's say, for example, like the T-zone is always going to get a little bit oily. I like to use powder in certain areas. So everyone's skin is different. You use different products in different areas. So if it's someone who has very, very dry skin, I'm going to use a more cream base, which is actually how I'm doing the contour right now. So I'm just using a cream here, which is actually going to help with dry skin and give a very natural kind of like contoured finish. If we have someone who has oily skin, we're going to use a setting powder. And the setting powder is what's really going to help to make sure it lasts perfect all day.
contouring بسیار یک چیز مهم است چون I feel like contouring یک چیز است مثلا وقتی که آدم پول نداره که پلاستیک سرجری یا چیزی کنن contouring is the ultimate key and sometimes we're very insecure مثلا خودم بینیم خوشم نمیاد so وقتی که بینی آدم خوش آدم نمیاد you can contour it contour is the trick to everything. What is the key to contouring?
We want to make sure that we're putting it in specific areas. So like I said, like how I placed it here, you want to do a little bit in the forehead area, a little bit here in the cheekbones, and then also in the jawline here. We just want to make it a little bit more defined. So any areas where we want to create like a cast of a shadow to really help pop out certain features is where we're going to be using the darker contour, which is what I'm doing right now.
So what made you move out to LA? Why is it makeup artists always want to move out to LA?
LA, specifically Hollywood, is definitely the kingdom and the place to be for makeup artists because it's in the industry. You're going to be working with celebrities, A-list, B-list, and you're going to be doing a lot of productions, shows, all of that. So if you definitely want to get more into industry makeup, California is the place to be. I primarily started with like weddings and special events, and I feel like this is just the next step in my career, something that I really wanted to try.
مشكل ترين چیز برای a makeup artist? What is the hardest thing that you've faced so far?
Honestly, marketing. Marketing is very, very important.
تبلیغات بسیار یک چیز مهم است.
Just with any other business, you know, it's great to have a skill and a talent, but if it's difficult for you to showcase it, you know, and let people know, you're definitely going to be overlooked. So it's very important to constantly be marketing on social media, taking before and afters of your photos, you know, touching base with clients, reviews, all of that's very, very important.
How do you guys like my face so far? I don't even know what she's applied yet. Because I don't have a mirror in front of me.
So now I'm just going to go in and just kind of chisel out the darker areas with a lighter area here. I'm just using a little bit more of a cream concealer just to give a more glow to the skin.
مثلا خودم بسیار shine خوش دارم. I love shine. I love like glitter and stuff, but because I've had acne previously, I feel like وقتی که آدم مثلا جلد آدم بخار چیز داشته باشه یا وقتی که داغ آدم چیز داشته باشه، آدم کوشش کنه که مثلا اقا برانزر و glitter با دور روی خود آدم نزنه.
Like a highlighted area?
Yeah, like the highlight. I feel like it makes like acne or scarring stand out more. Am I correct?
Yeah, so you want to be placing it in specific areas. Just like we said, everyone's, you know, skin is different, everyone's face is different. Texture is definitely something that stands out more when there's shine to it. So if you feel like you have textured skin, the best way to go about that is to have a nice matte clean finish, because it helps to mimic a very smooth appearance. Even for video as well, the one thing that I learned a lot with, you know, Instagram versus actual like photographs and being on camera, Instagram teaches you to be super highlighted, have a nice glow. However, when you're in front of the camera, this actually gives a very greasy type look, you know, and just like you said, it kind of shows texture as well. So the best thing to do when it comes to like photos and all of this is we just want to really mattify it. So for film, anything like that, a nice matte finish is the best safe way to go. Also, the placement of where you put the highlights. Let's say, for example, you'll find an area and use a smaller brush to just kind of highlight the area so there's not so much texture showing. So the tools are very, very important as well.
مثلا وقتی که آدم هایلایت میکنه یا وقتی که شما مثلا سرخی میزنید، مهمترین چیز براتون است بورسایتان. Brushes are very important.
Yeah, tools are very, very important. A lot of times people just kind of throw them on with their fingers or, you know, like a beauty blender. There's so many tools you can use nowadays, but, you know, you really just have to kind of test it out on your skin and see what works best for you, what technique. There's not really a wrong answer.
What brushes do you recommend?
I'm a MAC girl, so MAC is definitely my favorite brushes.
بهترین برسا را MAC داره. So اگه شما برس فوق‌العاده میخواین، حتما برسایتون از MAC بگیرین.
All right, having a nice kind of chiseled features going on right now. I love it.
What celebrity would you love to do like a makeover for, or to do their makeup? Favorite celebrity?
I would love to do Rihanna. For some reason, just working on like, you know, medium complexion to like darker skin.
I feel like that's where your work really.
Right, so now one of the kind of like last steps we're gonna do is we're just gonna set the face here with like a setting powder.
I'm gonna let you do the setting powder. Go ahead. Okay.
Look up for me. So I'm just gonna do a little bit under the eyes here, kind of going into the mouth area.
I've never known how to really apply this.
It kind of just depends on everyone's face is different, you know. If someone has very dry under eyes, we don't want to use like a baking technique. Baking, you know, if you want like super full coverage and really be able to see every single feature really pop out, you want to use a baking technique, which is kind of laying the setting powder under the eye.
Baking is such a big trend right now.
It really is. It just depends on, you know, the person's skin to see, you know, if it is actually for them. A lot of times my clients, you know, they see this on Instagram and, you know, their face might not specifically be for it. It tends to kind of show like, you know, wrinkles or fine lines. sometimes. So you just want to be careful, where you're setting it on the skin. Although it does make it long wear, we just want to be careful. So you just have to strategically place it in areas where you think will need it.
Well, okay, so a lot of people, they have like 5 to 10 minutes sometimes in the morning to do their makeup, right?
Mm-hmm.
What products would you recommend? What's very important for them to use?
It's very, very important to like moisturize and prime the face first. So I wouldn't skip that step if you're always, doing the makeup real quick on the go. So moisturizing the face first, any type of serum that you have, and then you want to start the primer. And then if you're on the go, MAC has a great full coverage powder. It's called the Studio Fix powder.
Studio Fix powder ما این استفاده میکنم. من اولا پرسیدم که مثلا صبح وقتی یکان تا میخیزن کار باید برن یا مثلا 5 دقیقه دارین که آرایشتان کنین. مهمترین چیزا که آدم داشته باشه چی است؟ پرایمر یک چیز است برای جلد که مثلا جلدتان خشک نبانه و وقتی که میکاپ میزنین خوب لش نمیشه. Primer and what else?
Then we want to go ahead and get into like moisturizing and primer. And then if you're on the go, sometimes you don't have time to put on foundation. That's why I'm recommending the MAC Studio Fix, which I'm kind of just applying onto the skin for extra coverage. This is a full coverage powder.
Studio Fix as MAC.
Full coverage powder, and you can honestly just throw it on with a brush, or underneath it comes with a little kind of like a powder dusting little pad.
Okay.
And you can use this and kind of just throw it on real quick, and it gives you like a really quick full coverage. Just mimics just what foundation looks like too, and it's great for people that are on the go.
Okay, what else?
And then you just want to throw on like a little bit of blush and mascara.
Blush is so important. سرخی بازم. سرخی بسیار مهم است. چون مثلا جلد آدم بسیار تاریک باشه یا بسیار سفید و زرد باشه، اون سرخی رنگ آدم رو میکشه.
Right. Okay, now that we have set with the powder and done our cream contour, I'm kind of going to go in again with a little bit of blush. I'm using more of like a bronzy blush.
To look more natural.
Exactly.
For daytime, right?
Exactly. So we're just going to brush this across the cheeks.
خود دوستای عزیز متوجه باشین که این میکاپ لوک که آله درست میکنن برای روز است. میکاپ روزمره است. بسیار طبیعی باید معلوم شد. وقتی که آدم مثلا روز آدم آرایش میکنن باید طور معلوم نشد که شما مثلا یک عروسی میرین.
Right, we want to give a nice natural kind of look. I'm just going to follow the same blush just a little bit down the jawline as well. Not too much, we don't want to look too apparent, but the same blush that I'm using on the face, I'm just going to kind of tie it in everywhere else as well to give a nice natural look, so we don't just have a bare face and then just blush in one area. Give it a very nice natural finish. And then whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to naturally contour too. Not too defined, since this is a day look, we don't want to go in and chisel too much.
Not too heavy.
Right, exactly.
خب دوستای عزیز خدا کنه که چیری خوشتان نباشه. I don't know what I look like right now. Hope you guys like the look. Yeah, this is a day look. برای روزمره که بسیار طبیعی و natural باید معلوم شود.
And now we're just going to set it with some setting spray, and what this is going to do is going to help the makeup last longer too, and really soak it into the skin and give it a more natural finish as well.
Setting spray.
Yeah, sometimes when we apply the makeup, especially since we use a powder and we use a setting powder as well, when you first look at the makeup, it's going to seem, especially if you don't wear makeup, it's going to seem like a very makeup look. But once we set it with the powder and like 5 to 10 minutes goes by, 30 minutes as the day goes by, it soaks into the skin and looks more natural.
Wonderful. خب دوستای عزیز این لوک و شکل روزمره است. امیدوار هستم که خوشتان آمده باشه و بسیار مهم است که از این برنامه یک چیز یاد بگیریم. همه ما یاد بگیریم، چون ما واقعا زیاد از دینا جان یاد گرفتیم و بسیار یعنی یک استعداد فوق‌العاده داره. خب دوستای عزیز یک وقفه کوتاه با ما باشید.
اگر می‌خواهید محافل خوشی، برنامه‌های رسمی و غیر رسمی تان با کیفیت HD و 4K ثبت شود، پس با ما به تماس شوید. الماس پرودکشن با تخصص چندین ساله در عرصه ساخت اعلانات تجارتی و پوشش محافل رسمی و غیر رسمی هموطنان در آمریکا افتخار دارد تا با خدمات زل در خدمت شما باشد. با ما روزهای خاص زندگی خود را جاودانه بسازید. آدرس لس آنجلس، اورنج کانتی. شماره تماس 562 372 1124.
Alright, so now I'm just going to give you a little bit of gloss. And gloss is great for everyday look as well.
So ایواز لبسیرین میتونین مثل لب چربک بوریست مگر رنگ داره. بسیار طبیعی معلومه میشه.
We could always go in and add a lip liner as well, but I just kind of prefer like a nice gloss. This just gives a more natural feel to it. We can add the lip liner and make it more defined for more of like an evening look. But if we're just out on the go during the day, going to work, sometimes we may not need all of that extra stuff.
What's the biggest mistake makeup artists make?
Honestly, I'm not keen on full coverage, and you really have to play around with a person's face and see. Like I told you, the coverage is
Mix and
buildable.
match.
Yeah, you definitely want to see what works best for the client, and then also pick eyes or lips. Definitely.
Mine will always be eyes, because I have small eyes. ما میخوایم که بیشتر چشمای خوبتر معلوم شد چون چشمای ما خرد است. Lips, I don't have a problem, but I feel like with eye makeup, your makeup sticks out a little bit more.
Right.
How do I look?
Great. So now the easiest way that we can make this day look into an evening look, we're gonna spice up the lips and we're going to add a nice wing eyeliner to the eyes. I'm not even gonna tweak the shadow at all. I kind of like it the way it is. And since we're doing a more vibrant, bold lip, we're going to tone down the eyes and keep it the way it is, but we're just gonna enhance it by adding a nice wing eyeliner. That's a great touch because wing eyeliner is still super trendy. Everyone loves a big cat eye.
Okay, قصة که ما مثلا این شکل این لوکه میخوایم تبدیل کنیم با یک لوکه که مثلا آدم میره به عروسی یا میمانی. ما روز میرم یک محفل فامیلی داره و شب یک عروسی است یا یک پارتی یک دوست من. چطور ما میکاپ خود تغییر میدم؟ ما ایلاینر چشم میزنم، correct؟ و میتونی که لبسیرینتون تیزتر کنیم. حالا که دینا جان میزنه لاینر چشم میزنه.
And this is a very, very quick, easy way to just create an evening look. We could always go in, add more shadow and do a smoky look. And you can do a nude lip. That would be another variation of an evening look.
I love a nude lip.
Me too.
مخصوصا برای لبسیرین کمرنگ بسیار خوشم میاد. مخصوصا رنگای طبیعی که رنگ خود جلد باشه.
And that's super appropriate when we have a lot going on the eyes. So let's say if we wanted to do like a very smoky look, we wanted to tone it down by doing like a nice nude look.
من میتونم که با این لوک با این شکل لبسیرین سرخ بزنم. کنم؟
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and close for me. All right. So now we're going to use an eyeliner brush here with a gel liquid liner. I'm going to start right at the tip of the eye in the front, and I'm just going to slowly move it towards the end of the eye and create this wing. So this is a super appropriate evening look. Okay. And this helps to really open up the eye area as well. Look up. Look at the camera. Awesome. So we have this nice cat eye look, which is absolutely stunning on Wana John.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna go ahead and mimic the other side as well. I honestly love gels. I'm specifically using Tarte, just because it's super black and it's super long wear. The main issue with a lot of eyeliners is it always tends to transfer up to the top, especially in the summertime. Since I am a bridal specialist makeup artist, I have to make sure that it's gonna last long and it's just gonna stay perfect. And this is the best product that I've found that doesn't transfer to the top of the eyes. So So this is great for all eye shades. So this is Tarte.
Okay. Dina, my question for you. What kind of events do you do makeup for?
Everything, you name it. Believe it or not, just as many people that are booking for their own specific events, such as like a bride or a bride-to-be, just as many people are booking makeup to actually go as an attendee to the event. So anything from weddings to special events to baby showers, bridal showers, you name it. Of course, in addition to, you know, production and music videos, photo shoots. Photo shoots are very popular as well.
And she's a traveling makeup artist. So if you اگه شما خودم محفل دارین عروسی دارین به Northern California or Southern California حتما به تماشا اینکتشان. She is absolutely amazing. خب دوستای عزیز نمیخوایم که خسته شویم. یک گیم کوتاه برای میمانان برنامه ما تهیه کردیم و اول تشکر از شادو سارا جان که سپانسر برنامه ما شدن و اگر دینا جان برنده از این گیم شود از طریق شادو یک توفه برشان داده میشه. خب گیم است دوستای عزیز. ما اینجا یک چند غذای مختلف انتخاب کردیم. دینا جان باید از 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 هر 8 غذا اقلا 5 6 دانشه بر ما بگه که چی است. 5 دانه باید بر ما بگه که چی است. بدان نمیتونه غذا رو کنه از طریق بوی و دست زدن. باید بر ما بگوین که هر کدامش نقطه به نقطه کدام غذاست. درست؟ خب. Here's the first plate. Alvin Pishkop, Anna, Dina Jan, dastana bol. Okay, here, touch it. Touch, 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 touch it.
Jalapeno.
Okay, good. March, 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 march.
Perfect.
Here, put your hand in the plate. In the bowl. Touch it.
Makes me nervous.
Touch it, just touch it.
What?
It's slippery.
Paneer.
Good job.
Awesome.
Okay. Paneer.
Perfect.
We love food. Okay, here. Hold the plate. Put your hand in.
This is a hard one.
And you can't smell it because he bouillon نداره دیگه.
Biringe.
والا این بلان خوردن خود.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, good
Awesome.
job. برنج. ما طرف رو سعی میکنم یعنی پشقابه بته برای من چشمای از این پت است. خب
This is a hard one.
Smell it, Buiko.
Is it olives?
Yeah, good job.
I hate olives.
Good job, olives.
Awesome. Stinky.
This is the best one here.
Oh no.
Put your hand in it.
Oh no. Can I smell this one?
Yeah.
Dude, I have no idea. This one is hard. It feels so gushy. What the heck? I can't even like pick it up either.
You're picking it up. 10 seconds.
Is it eggs?
Good job.
Like open eggs?
Yeah. Damn, you're good. Oh shoot, here's a napkin. And
Thank you.
okay. This is one of my favorites. Put your hand in it.
Oh no. Can I smell this one?
Yeah, you're gonna get it by some.
Okay, it's minced garlic.
Seed.
Mm-hmm.
Seed. Oh. Voila. You're pretty good.
I think we're gonna win something from Shadow.
Here. Shadow. Here. Here.
Can I smell this one?
Yeah. You can smell all of them.
Is this Big Mac sauce? Thousand Island dressing.
Big Mac sauce? No. You're really close.
Isn't that Thousand Island dressing?
No.
Italian dressing.
No.
Wow.
10 seconds.
Pickles.
You're so close.
It's not Big Mac sauce?
No. 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, I don't know this one. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Time's up.
What was this one?
Mustard.
Mustard.
But damn,
Wow.
your nails done, it still looks good on your nails right now.
Oh my gosh,
Here.
I'm dead.
Here. Okay, so the last one is one of my favorites. Maka mushkilas. Are you ready?
Yes.
Touch it and smell it. You're so funny. You can put it in your mouth, okay?
I can put this one in my
Yeah,
mouth?
you can taste this.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, no.
With my mustard fingers?
Yeah. You can put this one in your mouth.
It better be chocolate.
Yeah, you can put it in your mouth.
Is it licorice?
Yes.
I love licorice.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Wow, you did really good, Dina
Awesome.
John.
Thanks, Will.
هر 8 دانشا درست گفت. ای به غذای خود میفهمم. تشکر از Shadow. Shadow has to send you something really good. Sarah, you have to send over something
I'm
really
excited.
good. Yeah, for sure. اوکی، خب تشکر از همه بینندگان ما که برنامه ما رو تماشا کردن. امیدوار هستم که برنامه امروز ما ازش لذت برده باشه و همچنین یک تشکر خاص از الماس انترتینمنت که برنامه رو تهیه کردن. همه برنامه ما رو تهیه میکنن، واقعا بسیار زحمت میکشن. If you have a wedding event in Northern or Southern California, make sure and hit up Almas Entertainment. خب تشکر دوستای عزیز. اگر شما میخواین سپانسر برنامه شاین میتونین برای ما ایمیل کنین به aatv1000@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe below. خداحافظ.
اگر میخواهید محافل خوشی، برنامه‌های رسمی و غیر رسمیتان با کیفیت HD و 4K ثبت شود، پس با ما به تماس شوید. الماس پرودکشن با تخصص چندین ساله در عرصه ساخت اعلانات تجارتی و پوشش محافل رسمی و غیر رسمی هموطنان در آمریکا افتخار دارد تا با خدمات ذیل در خدمت شما باشد. با ما روزهای خاص زندگی خود را جاودانه بسازید. آدرس لس آنجلس، اورنج کانتی. شماره تماس 562 372 11 24.